I'm sure many of you have been wondering what is the position of Duduzile Zuma in the MK party? I thought that was a fair question to ask, right? Considering the fact that even when MK was announced on the 16th of, in fact, not MK, but the affiliation of Jacob Zuma to MK, look, on the 16th of December 2023 in Soweto, when Zuma was making that announcement, you will remember that the person who made that announcement, basically it is the daughter, which is Duduzile Zuma, right, Sambondla, right. So you can see her involvement in the MK party. You can tell, man, you whenever you see Jacob Zuma, you will see her daughter. I mean, his daughter, Dudu Zuma. So look, it is fair to ask the question: what is your position in the MK party? Are you an awaiting president? You know what I'm saying? Are you a president in the making? What's your take? Because also you must look at the position, look at the age of Jacob Zuma. It says that, the man has grown. It's just a fact. The man has grown. So then, yeah, she was in a podcast called, I think it's Share. Look, what is the name of that podcast? Low Chat Podcast, right? She answers this question, which is very important for your liking. She answers the question as to what is her position. But then the way she answers the question, I'm still trying to figure it out. So I'm gonna play you a video where she was answering this question, right? I'm trying to, you and I together, we will have to arrive at a specific conclusion as to what exactly she was saying here. Because I don't know whether she was saying I am a deputy president in the MK party or what. I'm still struggling. You understand? So I'm going to go through this article here. I'm going to share with you a video, right, where she was answering that question. So you've got to be patient. You've got to be patient, right? With that being said, I put it to you that you do the following. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the Super Thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying? Will bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. All right, now let's start. I'm going to give you a video just in a few minutes, right? It says here, Jacob Zuma with Jabulani Khumalo ousted as the MK second in command in the MK party. Attention is being focused on his daughter, Duduzile Zuma Sambundla, to see whether she will fill the vacant top position amid the party's leadership troubles. Sambundla has been her father's right-hand person since he jumped the ship from the ANC to join the MK party in December. Some people believe Zuma has been grooming her for a top position after Khumalo, who registered the MK party, was expelled along with Ray Khumalo, Begi Manzini, Lebo Mopeng, and Rachel Davison last week. Sambundla described herself as her father's support system in the MK party, right? And that is where now, I'm gonna have to play you this video, and I'm gonna have to allow you to listen to the video from the Low Chat podcast, which did a very good job in, getting or asking the questions that were very much relevant to us. You know what I'm saying? So before I continue, and we now dive dive deep into what she said. Take a look at this.
What is your current role? Because I don't want to like misquote it in terms of you at the MK party. Okay. Are you the president in waiting, or do you just work there?
You can call me Madam President.
There you go. I knew it. You heard it here, boss.
She's the boss. She's the boss.
She's in charge.
The boss.
But to answer your question, yes. I think my father is obviously the head and I'm the neck.
Sure.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You
can do it, boss.
I was about to say, you can't, if your head, you need the...
You can't move without the knee.
There we go.
Exactly.
Yeah. I sit in the core. I sit in the national core.
Sure.
Yes. So you do exist there in some official capacity,
yes,
not just sort of to help your dad.
Not dad's business.
Yeah. No, I do. I'm there. I vote with the other comrades. We make decisions. We debate. So
yes.
I'm part.
Yeah. When you jumped in, did you think it was going to be the tornado that it seems to have become?
I think it was a risk that we were taking. Well, Dad was taking. And we didn't expect it to be such a tornado.
Sure.
You know, we are ourselves overwhelmed by the support and, everything we've been going through. But when you are with the godfather of politics, I mean, what do you expect?
It was never going to be a small reaction.
Exactly.
It was never going to be a small...
Yeah.
Do you think people were expecting him to call up you as the neck?
He hasn't done that. No, he hasn't.
Because you are the neck now.
But wait, if you were to ask, would you step up into a role like that, or do you find yourself better? Like, in the shadows?
I love working behind the scenes. To be very, very honest. Okay. Yeah, I don't see myself in Parliament. Point of order. Listen, I've got better things to do. Hey.
All right. So she says, now let the conversation begin. She says, my father is the head and I am the neck. Right there, it creates a proper problem, considering the fact that Jabulani Khumalo has just left the party. Does that mean that she is simply saying, I am the second in command after my father? I don't know. Is she the direct replacement of Jabulani Khumalo? I sit in the National Core Executive Committee, vote with other comrades in the decision-making process, she says, speaking to a YouTube podcast called The Shade Podcast. So, remember, I'm raising this because the MK party, I believe that they owe us as a nation an explanation in terms of this. They need to come out and explain the following. They have been accused. I remember reading that accusation. It came from an article written by Daily Maverick, and I will even remember the journalist. It's look at what Grootman, if I'm not mistaken, if I pronounce everything right. That man, that journalist, he or she, I don't know, I think it's he. He always writes everything negative about MK party. That's a fact. One day he wrote an article that says Jacob Zuma created the MK party as an inheritance for his children. So he designed it for his children. So now when the questions of her position in the party, and her responsibilities in the party, if you are taking it on the surface, you'll just you'll ask the question, not necessarily backed by what I've just said. But if now you bring what I said, now you understand the importance of the question, right? To say MK party is Jacob Zuma's project for his children. That's what other people are saying. It's not what I say. It's what Daily Maverick said. Do you disagree or agree with Daily Maverick? If you agree with Daily Maverick, and then you ask Duduzile Zuma to say, wait a minute, what's your position in the MK party? And then she says, my father is the head, I'm the neck. And then you said, okay, the neck is second from, if you're looking at the hierarchy in the human body, based on what you first see, you'll first see the head. As you go down, you see the neck, the chest, the arms, the belly. You know what I'm saying? So the second thing that you see from the head is the neck. Now you go back and you say, okay, let's look at the positioning or the positions there. There was a video of Mr. Jabulani Khumalo who said, Jacob Zuma is the president. I am the second in charge. Does that mean that Duduzile Zuma, when she says, I am the neck, she's simply saying, I am now the second in charge? If she says so, does it mean that, look, how does it help in terms of the allegations that says Jacob Zuma created this political party as an inheritance to his children? You know what I'm saying? That's the question that I think I need to look. Putin, I have not been called to dispute my father. I will not say my dad is grooming me to take over, but he shares knowledge with me, teaches me how to be patient and not move too fast. That is her in her defense now to say, no, I'm not being groomed. You know what I'm saying? She answers that question. So a comparison of information that is out there based on also what she has said. Listen to we are just comparing this information. Listen to this one. I love working behind the scenes. I do not see myself in parliament doing point of order. I have better things to do. I am not. Wait. Let me repeat this one. I love working behind the scenes. I do not see myself in parliament doing point of order. I have better things to do. I am on the list. She reluctantly said that. Okay. So it's a bit tricky, man. It's a bit tricky. 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 But again, she was asked the following question. Zuma, she believes that South Africa is not ready for a female president, right? Then she says the following. I do not think South Africa is ready for a female president. When you look at the caliber of candidate, I do not think so. The only person I can look at this at is Mama Nkosazana, but she's resigning. I still it is still a men's world. Politics is crazy. Sometimes I find myself fighting for recognition, being the only woman in political space sometimes. Okay. Is MK Party a Zuma's project? You know, there's a verse in the Bible that says a wise man create inheritance for his children's children. Is MK Party that? But then even if MK Party is Jacob Zuma's, look, it is something that Jacob Zuma did to create an inheritance for his children's children. One will say, is it a wrong thing to do now? I mean, honestly speaking, because even if that's the case, one will say EANC is ruled, governed, if you like, by people who have got power, who've got money, right? So whether ANC is it was formed by a few individuals, it belongs to few individuals who created that thing. It doesn't matter anymore because it is controlled by certain individuals. So the question that will follow after that is, even if it is Jacob Zuma's thing, right? Does it matter who created the political party? Where does it belong? Or what matters is what it does for people. I'll give an example. Can we run away from the fact that ENFP belongs to the late what Magwazane? What was her name? Right. Maybe let me forget about that. Can we dispute the fact that IFP belongs to the late Buthelezi? Can we dispute that? And we're saying the political party itself belongs to them. But we never questioned such things. We are never questioning that. Because I think the identity of the party or the ownership, not the identity, the ownership of the political party is not a problem for everybody. Like, let me give an example. It can't be a problem because if the identity of or if the ownership of a service provider is a problem, then we will not be having a Pick and Pay. We'll not be having Shoprite. We'll not be having Checkers. We'll not be having Woolworth. We'll not be having Macro. Because the ownership of these companies belongs to few individuals, right? But we don't question its ownership because that's not our problem. We relate to these supermarkets not on the basis of its ownership, but on the basis of service providing to us. At least that's what I know. Who cares about who owns Woolworth? I don't think we care. Few things we care about. Number one is the cleanness of the shop, the products in the shop, how the staff is treated, the service the shop is giving to us. I think those are a few things that we care about. So the management, how it is managed, because now it is in the public interest to know how it is managed. Do you notice that on the top of our priority, you can't find the concern who owns it, right? So if we have such perceptions about supermarket, why is it a problem? Why is it even brought to discussion? Why will somebody raise that point about the ownership of MK Party? Why? What's our relationship with MK Party? Is it its ownership, or is it what it does to us? Right? I think our relationship with the MK Party, for me, it is less to do with the ownership thereon, but it is more to do with what it will do. Even if they say it was captured by Russia, since they say it was funded by Russia, I don't care, I don't give a damn, not even a swimming pool. We know who's funding ANC, and we see ANC misbehaving. So, is it a problem for me if I hear that MK is funded by Russia? No, not at all. What's my problem? My problem is when MK Party take over South Africa, what is it that is going to do for South Africans and the other Africans? Because things that will happen in South Africa also affect the other countries around South Africa. So my key problem there, my key interest, it does not relate to its ownership. I don't care about the ownership. I care about its values. I care about its character. I care about its behavior towards people. I care about what it will do for people. Whether Duduzile Zuma is the neck, the arm, the feet, the security guard. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Not even a swimming pool, because that doesn't help me. What should my concern is in the position that she occupies. What benefit does what is she doing to benefit the country? That's my concern. Because the next thing we're gonna question, why is she driving? Why is she arriving in an armored vehicle? That's the next thing that we're going to question, because we will try to put people down to our level instead of us working hard to climb so that we can reach other people's level. I think that's the problem with this narrative, this newly promoted narrative that questions the ownership instead of questioning the works of the political party. We can go on and look at people and look at political parties that are created by individuals, but then who owns them, right? The funder is the owner. It's a fact, because the funder gets to tell the political party what to do. Let's take, for instance, Patriotic Alliance. We know that its co-funders is Kenignen, and it is also Gayton McKenzie. But we know as well that they are not funding that political party. Somebody is funding that political party. Can we then say It is their project. Why are we not questioning the ownership of a Patriotic Alliance? Why not? Why questioning the one of MK Party? It's a fair example. Why questioning the MK political party's ownership, but we don't question Patriotic Alliance ownership? If that's the case again, we've got people that are contesting elections, right? As independent candidates. Why are we questioning that to say, oh, when you are not registered with people, you are independent. So does it mean that that's because this person is as an independent candidate that person now is selfish in a way, creating legacy for his children's children? Why are we not questioning things like that? I believe it's fair. So I believe that it is fair to look at things on a neutral scale and be like, okay, I'm going to deal with this on the basis of principle, not on the basis of feelings. I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to look at this on the basis of principles. And when you start looking things from a principle point of view, then we're going to see that, okay, if I remove my feelings about a situation, I'll give an example, talking about removing your feelings. We should be able to punish MK Party no matter how much you love it. But if it does things wrong, punish it. The same way I say this year's elections, it's about time we punish ANC for doing things wrong. They are so confident in their arrogancy, right? They do things wrong because it's not our political party. Our relationship with them is it's based on service providing, right? We want them to develop the country to save its people. So when they are failing to do so, let's punish them, find other people. Then we give this to, make an example, MK Party, right? Then the upcoming elections, we vote for them. They become the two-third majority. They rule the country. If they fail after 5 years, we go to the EFF. I make an example. If we decide that is MK Party first, then if they fail, we go to EFF. I think people must learn not to be loyal to ideas, but must be loyal to practicalities. It is about time people start realizing that being loyal to the ANC just because it redeems you in 1994, but it doesn't develop the country, is a fatal exercise to people in this country, because it's about development. It's not about what the ANC did 30 years ago. It's about what the ANC is doing now. That's our relationship. So have you noticed that even the ANC, our relationship, we don't care who formed the ANC because it doesn't benefit us, right? Whether it is Luthuli, whether it's OR Tambo, whether it's Zuma, whether it's Ramaphosa, we're no longer relating to the ANC based on who formed it. We relate on the ANC based on what it does for people today. That's our relationship with the ANC. Apart from that, there's nothing else. So saying that they are failing to deliver their core mandate, like that is to liberate people even today. Therefore, let's remove them, put other people. Full stop. That's how we really. So when we start looking things from that perspective, then we will know that these political parties will teach them a lesson that it doesn't matter whether this political party is owned by Zuma, Nkosazana Zuma, Ramaphosa, Figilemba. We don't care. What we care about is your character or the characteristics of the political party, and our relationship with it is that it must deliver service to us. If it fails at that basic, then it's fine. We're not going to relate with that. We're going to punish them. Let's learn to discipline these political parties by punishing them every time they take a short left. We'll tell them that, oh, you're taking a short left, let's take a short right. Let me check something here, guys. Okay. Now I see. It says what? I'm struggling to see something there. Okay, I see. So I'm saying, look, I just want to conclude this video, right, in the next few minutes by saying, I feel like there are journalists that are driving a specific a certain narrative that I don't think it is suitable for us, right? At this moment, we have heard, or we have been led by people who believes that this is the right path, and then they have told we have given power to people who have governed this country. One of them is Ramaphosa, who has been into this country, who has been a president of this country for the past 6 years, right? The man, if you ask him today, what have you done? Nobody's willing to answer that question. If you ask the simple, basic, fundamental question, what has you done for South Africa? That's the question that he finds it's difficult to answer. It is very difficult for Ramaphosa to answer that simple, basic, yet fundamental question. Right. So, will you then be faithful to an organization that was formed by individuals? I don't think so. I think we should fall in love with ideologies, but over and above, we should fall in love with practicalities. What have you done for? And this is how we should judge these people. We should look at their track record. We should be concerned whenever a politician comes to you and say, this is what I'm going to do for you. We should look at this. Everybody must have a track record. We should not just place people in positions just because we want to place them in positions, but everybody should have a track record. Here's an example. If a person says, I'm going to rule this country, I'm going to create jobs, we must ask this simple question. What have you done for your family members? That's the first point of departure. From there, what have you done for your community? The small community that you are living in. The second point. We must look at people from that perspective. If we are to follow such a track record, I'm telling you, we'll never be misled by these people here. But let's end it here for today. For me, I love and appreciate a person that is dedicated to develop people's lives. It doesn't matter where they are coming from, right? I think I wouldn't have a problem even if white people have demonstrated the anger, the hunger, not the anger, the hunger to develop South Africa and create an inclusive society and create a situation where everybody thrives equally. I wouldn't have a problem with white people. You know what I'm saying? As long as they are not fighting for the white agenda, then I wouldn't have a problem.